Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a very interesting topic to go and talk about in regards to the PlayStation 5 and hopefully also Xbox Series X's, where we are now finally going into the next transition of how we can actually go and finally get these consoles, and why the fact that the Best Buy and GameStop walk-in restocks are actually going on very recently, as of either Best Buy from yesterday and as well from GameStop in the upcoming next few weeks, is a really big deal in regards to the PlayStation consoles, and also hopefully in regards to the Xbox Series X console. So I'm going to talk about this kind of just from our own experience, as well as also pretty much information that's been leaked out from many various other big retailers, and kind of talk about how this is probably the next big step in terms of PS5 restocks. And hopefully all of you guys out there that are still trying to go get your consoles, or parents out there trying to get consoles for your kids, or just anyone who just wants to just enjoy their consoles in general, well, this will hopefully make the whole process a little bit easier for you guys, fingers crossed. And a lot of this also ties to as well with scalpers and hopefully a lot of more so botters having a lot more issues dealing with these walk-in events and all that good stuff. So we have a lot of things to go and talk about throughout this as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We're getting pretty close to the 50,000 followers, so thank you guys all so much for that. As well, make sure you guys check on the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, and you guys go get a bunch of free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. As always, linked down below. And of course, leave a like in the video or your thoughts and comments down below on this. So this video is going to be a kind of an interesting one. So in case you guys actually did not know this, because this is actually not super public information, but this is something we actually saw from leaked retailers many months ago, is that as of right now, from the pandemic, from Corona, and basically just kind of the fear of the public safety, major big retailers such as Sony and Microsoft specifically forbid a lot of these really big retailers from selling stock in store. This is not like a rumor. This is not just like hearsay. This is literally confirmed from employees and confirmed from Sony themselves that they specifically forbid big retailers from having these in-store big restock events. And one thing to kind of note is the fact that we finally had one. We finally have one. We also have another one on the way. So in regards to Best Buy, I'm sure you guys saw we made quite a few videos on it, but that was the very, and I'm sure like maybe you guys are surprised on this, this was the very first time Best Buy did a proper actual event drop for consoles in their store. I mean, launch day, you can maybe have we had a few little tidbits of that mixed on in, but in terms of any type of restock after the fact, this is the very first time that Best Buy has ever actually done a walk-in event. As well, we also still to this day have not had any major big restocks from any other big retailer besides GameStop, who had a pretty good and pretty eventful Xbox Series X restock that happened a few months ago. And as well, they also do have another planned one coming up next week when it comes to the PlayStation 5 restocks. So why is this cool? Why are you talking about this? What's up with this? So as I mentioned in the very start of the video, Sony themselves specifically forbid it from happening in the UK and other regions in America. But around 2 months ago or so, the UK actually started allowing some of those really big retailers, think like the Target, Best Buy equivalents, to start going and selling stock in their stores. And we made a video around that time saying like, hey, this is actually a really good thing to note, because this is the first time that Sony's kind of allowed and kind of, was a little bit more on the loosey-goosey side when it came to all of these stores finally getting stock and selling stock in the stores. So that's why this Best Buy restock was huge, because as of right now, still to this date, besides Best Buy, we have not had almost any big major retailer in terms of like the big five actually do a walk-in restock. There was a few rumors with Walmart. We did see a few stores that were kind of testing out stock and testing out locations. We did see that. There was actually maybe around at least 5 or so different big regions, mainly down the south, that were allowing Walmart walk-in restocks to go and happen. But ever since then, we never had a nationwide Walmart restock, which is, we even had our Walmart restock last night. But we never actually had a proper one where people can literally just go into the stores, at least for the PlayStation 5s, and get their consoles. We did see quite a few Xbox Series X's and a few occasional Xbox Series X's, but never a really big PS5 restock. Same thing through as well with Target. On very rare occasions, we have seen Target go and do like canceled orders, and they'll already physically have the stock in their shelves because Target does an online order, in-store pickup, so it's still not necessarily a walk-in event, but then we've seen very small occasions of that in various different locations and stores. But once again, we've never actually seen a proper walk-in restock. Same thing too as well now with Best Buy, besides from the event that happened yesterday, we never saw one. And they've all been online, and they've all just been, honest to God, kind of riddled with scalpers and botters, like time and time and time again. And the Walmart drop last night was a very good indication of that. So why are we talking about this still? So Sony themselves, we have not had official confirmation. We have not had an official statement or an official press release or anything like that. But there must be a reason why Best Buy and then right afterwards, GameStop are now trialing out and doing specific walk-ins. And now you guys might be thinking this might be, like I said, heresy or whatever. No. Especially now because we saw the trend in the UK, and the big thing on the UK is they actually lifted restrictions a lot faster than we did in America, with the Delta variant and all that stuff kind of floating around. So we kind of knew that they were kind of going to go be a little bit more on, like, at least have an attempt on that a little bit faster. So that was a nice indicator, and that's still going. We've actually still been seeing some actual places in the UK also allowing walk-ins and also doing walk-in events. So now this is now America's time to now slowly start seeing these really big retailers start doing these walk-in events and these really big in-store walk-in restocks. And I think this will actually kind of go hand in hand very good. Now, of course, we're still in this like transitional period. Even Best Buy themselves took around like a month and a half just to build up that specific stock just to go and sell in the stores and make sure all the people in the stores actually had enough stock for it. So it's kind of like almost a trade-off where if we want to have these really big restock events, which I am down with, it stops the botters so much. And that's probably the biggest issue of people getting stock, because sometimes these bot companies and bot apps will literally go and sell and get thousands of consoles. And I'm not exaggerating. Like we've seen sometimes that like really big restock will just get cleared out in 5 minutes because there's people buying 300 consoles instantly. They're using cases of bots and kind of bypassing add to cart links and all that type of stuff. So that's like the biggest reason why I love these walk-ins and how Best Buy went. Now, I'm sure there might still be a few small scalpers mixed on in, but there's a big difference between one guy buying one console to go and resell versus someone selling 500 consoles through bots. And that's why it's such a big thing. And I do think we're going to finally start seeing a lot more of these walk-in events finally happen, because it does seem like Sony has now allowed us and can actually start doing this. But once again, as I mentioned, may have to have a little bit of spaced out stuff because you still want to have online drops, because of course there's always those weird security risks right now when it comes to all this stuff as well. And it does take a lot of big times to go and sell stock. But I do think we're going to keep on seeing more and more and more, especially with the holiday season, stores getting more and more walk-in events. Case in point, Best Buy, which I think all people would agree went phenomenal. There's a few little issues in terms of some employees giving out like little pink slips a little bit earlier on, or they also maybe weren't necessarily maybe expecting lines to go out the door overnight, which I mean that we kind of, I think a lot of my PS5 Restock friends and myself included were kind of part of the blame for that. But like with that event going overall pretty good, no major issues, no major drama, and the stock, it was pretty big and seemed pretty substantial. That just means that Best Buy is probably like, we're good to go. Because we also saw them do GPUs in a similar fashion, like an event restock on around 6 weeks ago. So number one, that's good. GameStop as well already has their confirmed walk-in event going on in a few weeks. That's great. So now all we have to go and see is a few of the other big boys, such as Walmart and Target, and all of them go and do some walk-in events, and then life will be great. And as well, with the UK already starting to do this too as well, I think it's just a matter of time, because at some point internally, Sony must have flipped the switch and has now been officially allowing these big retailers to kind of probably decide if they want to do online stocks or in-store restocks. So of course, as well, it depends on the stores. Some stores would probably actually rather have people inside their stores, like at Best Buy. They sell TVs, they sell drones, they sell games, and they probably actually get a lot of really good foot traffic. So it makes sense for them to want to sell in stores. Same with GameStop. They want to sell more accessories. They want to sell more Funko Pops. They want people in stores. Probably also the same thing too as well with Target. And we'll probably be seeing Target going and switching to online restocks pretty soon too as well, on top of in-store stocks. So this is, I think, actually going to be the start of a really good wave, because it does seem like Sony has this explicitly allowed it, and we're finally able now to go and start getting these in-store event restocks. And the fact that they all went good, and I'm going to hope to God this upcoming GameStop drop also goes equally as good with no issues, and that means we can finally start transitioning over to in-store restocks instead of all these online restocks filled and plagued with scalpers and bots. So overall, kind of give me your thoughts on this. But like I said, this is the very first time. It's almost like a monumentous occasion to go and see this. And as well, we saw these weird like issues with the stock kind of coming on up and the semiconductors and all of that. But I do think if we can keep on getting really good in-person stocks like this, kind of toning down the scalpers, I think we can finally go and start seeing the end of the PS5 restock era, and hopefully start the start of people actually playing their PlayStation 5 and Xbox eras instead. But kind of give me your thoughts on this. There's actually quite a bit of merit from this from like previous leaks and stuff kind of tied on in, so just kind of trust me on that one. But as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. A link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. You guys are all beautiful. Leave a like on this, and I'll see you guys all throughout the rest of today for some more brand new videos. Love you guys.